Oh, it's glitching out again. Oh, please don't crash. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna see if any of the shit that I gathered can be used. Yeah, turning... Yeah, we're not turning in runes, but the crafting materials we're gonna turn in. Give all the death roots. We're not gonna turn in coin. We're gonna enchant. Okay, let's see what we want to do here with the weapons. So Duncan's dagger, we're gonna definitely give to Zevran, however the fuck you say his name. Cause yeah, actually, shit. That's a tough one, actually. I might not need this one, because the edge is a good enough, I think it's a better one, actually, to have. It definitely is. So I might just sell Duncan's dagger, as fucked up as that is. Duncan's sword. He can't. Oh, plus 4 damage against Darkspawn. Hold on. Let me take the sword. Let me take Starfang off. Can he equip Starfang? He can't. Alright. Shit. And he can't equip any of the shit. Alright. Yeah, the Nug Crusher is definitely... Oh, plus 100 stamina. That's great. That is actually really great. We might tag Sten along for Orzammar. I think I might actually do that. So I'll do that. I'll sell some gear that I'm not going to be using.
You and your friends are formidable.
Let's see wares I'm going to sell. Selling an acid flask. Because this stuff I was going to just have to give away to the war effort, but since they don't want them, I'm going to clear out some of my inventory. The regular maul we'll get rid of because we're not going to be able to use, we're not going to need it. Redcliffe Shield. Well, since Alistair's going to have... Maybe I'll keep the shield for now on. Bro, I'm not gonna put my Mabari's not gonna be in battle. Let's just be real for a second. Okay. I think we've sold... Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm selling that. I'm gonna sell all of these, fuck it. I'll take a little bit of lyrium. Okay.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
I hope he's in the new Dragon Age game. That'd be great. So, Duncan's sword. Hold on. We're going to remove the rune from this one, because I don't think we're going to use Starfang, honestly, because... Okay. Oh, shit. Starfang does more damage, though. It does quite a bit more damage, but it does. This one does more damage against Darkspawn. Which, realistically... If we're going to be battling Darkspawn, especially in the deep roads when we go to Orzammar... And then we could always just give Starfang to Alistair or someone else. Starfang's a great sword, though. But think about it, +3 cold damage, +6 damage versus Darkspawn. I think that's better. No? I think so. Maybe I'm just crazy. I probably am just crazy. It's alright. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Hold on, can Morgan equip... Yeah, she can equip Winter's Breath, finally. Jesus. We'll sell the bolts and the arrows, too. I know this is like the boring part of the playthrough, but... that happens sometimes. There are slow parts and there are action-packed parts. Damn, this is, like, ridiculous that it sells 131 gold. What is the purpose of that? And Bregan's Bow, which I sold... yeah, they're selling for 100 gold. I guess it punishes you if you're like, oh shit, I want Bregan's Bow back. Well, if you want it back, bro, you have to pay 100 gold. I'll probably use Bregan's bow in a... I just said bow in a different playthrough. Oh shit, 2 gold? I'll take that. 2 gold? Fuck yeah. And then the Enchanter Staff. Oh shit. Yo, we're like building up our fucking gold again suddenly. Because I spent a lot of it on bullshit. And now it's back. Alright, we're going to level up... okay, Morgan's approval's high. Alistair's approval's actually pretty high. So maybe we can unlock another conversation with him. I'm going to give the... Oh yeah, there's the pet rock that you can get.
You and your friend.
The pet rock is, for Shale. The chastity belt if you want Zevran to turn on you and hate you. So let's do that for Shale.
Ooh, shiny.
Shale's pet rock, sure, Herbert. And we'll save and unlock conversation.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them. Oh, it's not just that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's not only that. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Then that must be it. My experience with dwarves is limited, but obviously I need to encounter more of them. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless. Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought. It speaks. Different. Different than what? Different than a statue. Different than a log. Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do? I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing. Imagine the benefits. No need to eat or sleep or perform other functions. Walk underwater, crush the heads of every opponent. The possibilities are limitless. Barring the occasional 30 years or so of paralysis, there's little to compare. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Okay. Sure. Alistair, you have any words of wisdom?
Something on your mind? Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think? I thought we were already being extra careful. Does that mean we have to be extra careful now? Great. There I was, enjoying my nap. I guess one thing is certain at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight. Something on your mind? Of course. I didn't know them for very long, but I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you? They were quite a group. Actually, they felt like an extended family, since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know. There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor... He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all made a pool to see just how many pints it would take to put him under the table. Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow. It doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Yes, I suppose so. I thought I was done with this, but it just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by. Nothing at all. There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me.
Well, I have a sword.
That must sound really stupid to you. I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone. Let's just go.
What say you? By all means. And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree? I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands. You enjoy getting the blood flowing, whether it is yours or others? Yes, I know the type. There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else? Whereas I am content merely doing what I happen to be good at. It's a talent that not many come by, honestly. I don't see why I need not pursue it. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them. What say you? Again?
Okay. Now let's talk to, Morgan. I'm gonna save just in case I say the wrong thing. Wish you could do that in real life.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Discuss away. So, full of questions, So, well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? You mean, is she truly the Flemeth of legend and story? Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the Chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord, who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen, and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too.
Well, the grimoire told us.
The demon within her has transformed her into something else. An abomination, perhaps some would say. I know not.
It's definitely a
I only know my
conversation
mother
that
is
should have been
clever,
earlier.
and she is part of the wilds as it is part of her. But she is no immortal. She bleeds. A blade in her heart would kill her like any other, were it lucky enough to find her. How often is this usually? Always? If not always, then when is it not true? There are more things in this world and the next than you or I could ever hope to understand. What Flemeth became is a mystery. I suspect even to her. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Okay. So we've talked with everyone except for Sten, but Sten you know, we'll do something with him later on. I guess we're off to fucking Orzammar, huh? Finally. I mean, I feel like it's the perfect, you know, to finish that off. Makes the most sense. We're gonna take Sten, at least for this initial part. We're not gonna keep him in Orzammar, if that makes sense. Sten. I guess Alistair, because, you know, want to be like, yeah,
Yes.
we're Grey Wardens on official Grey Warden business. Never mind that I'm the exiled prince, you know. Forget all that. And then that's it. That's all the... Well, no, not all the content in the game. There's stuff in Denerim to do once we get there.
No end.
Ooh, lordy, lord. Okay.
To these blasted things.
Oh yeah, that Redcliffe guy is, he's pretty fucked. Hold on. Okay. Nice. Yes. Dead. Awesome.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Got it.
Good luck with that.
Our Lehman sends his regards, Warden. We're trying to keep the roads clear and safe.
Okay. We're gonna give Sten some dexterity and constitution. Haven't leveled up yet, because I saved that for...
I'll get on it.
It just drops some fucking topaz. That fucking giant fucking ogre only drops a little fucking thing of topaz. That's, pretty fucked up. Okay. Moving on.